Hi, welcome to another session. In this session, we are going to see the question and answer of general studies related to the general studies. So let us see today's question. Examine the relationship between the climate change. Examine the relationship between the climate change and the population. So 10 marks. How the climate change and the populations are related. So first of all, the interaction between the climate and the human population growth or human population depends upon two factors, the cultural factor and the economic factor. So how to begin with this answer? So how to begin this answer? See, so introduction. First, I'll start my introduction in this way because he's asking about the relationship between. Examine the relationship between. So what are the keywords here? Examine is a keyword. So whenever there is a question like examine, you have to detailedly explain about the relationship between the climate change and the population. So don't start the introduction with what is climate change, etc. So that is a wrong perspective. So generally you start in this way: the interaction between climate change and human population depends upon economic activities and cultural activity. Economic and cultural activities. Cultural activities. Activities. So this is my a small introduction. I can also further write. See, can also write one report according to IPCC report. What is IPCC? You can write Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Panel on Climate Change. Climate change. Right? According to this report, I can say that the high population growth, okay, the high population growth is one of the major or impetus factor for the climate change, which is hindering or barrier for reaching our target or reducing the target of below 1.5 degrees Celsius of pre-industrial level. So according to this, I can write the population growth, increasing or high population growth is the factor impetus factor that is a barrier to reduce the target or to reduce the limiting of temperature below 1.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, 1.5 degrees Celsius, which is leading to rising global warming. So I can write this warming. So now I have to link. Now I have to start the answer in this way, that the population and climate change are impossible to disentangle them. Okay, to disentangle them, it is very impossible. So what are this? How? See, first, can I say every increase or population growth population growth, every rise or increase in the population growth or population will also lead to rise in the carbon footprint. Carbon footprint. Or it might be, you see, generally, the rising the population, more the carbon footprint it will be. So the carbon emission, more the carbon emission, more the, the more the people, the more the carbon emission. Is it clear? See, like for example, countries like developing countries like India, where there is a limited resources, there is a limited resources, and also there is a rising of population. What they will do, they will find an alternative way. See, suppose example I will give you, the LPG, the PM Ujjwala Yojana, right? The LPG cylinders, the in the rural areas, particularly in the forestry or hilly areas, they still practice of using this the outside, wood charcoal burning, which releases more carbon footprints. So increasing of population, increasing of carbon footprint. Mainly, the rich, actually, how you can reduce this? How you can reduce with the growing population? By use of technology. By use of technology. But still, I can say, by use of technology, you can reduce carbon footprint. Carbon emissions can be reduced. Like example, I can say, though this is only a part of assumption that it can be you, by using the technology we can reduce it, but how far we don't know. Because example, if I say US, in India, if you compare the US, one of the largest contributor for the carbon emission, but though they have the technology, but still the per capita emissions in the USA is very high compared to India. So that's why, so we can reduce, for some extent we can reduce. Also you see, though this is one of the phenomena, but also the developed economies, developed countries are producing more carbon emission, okay? So more carbon emissions, right? Like just now I told you, so per capita carbon emission, see example, the per capita carbon emission, if I take, USA is contributing more than India, though they have less population. Is it clear? So they are contributing more compared to India. But in India also, as the population rises, the carbon emissions also leads to rising. This can be, the population growth is moving in such a way, unsustainable manner. So the population growth, exploitation of resources in unsustainable manner will always leads to rising of carbon emission, which is leading to the global warming, climate change. Is it clear? The urbanization, I can say, for example, one more example I can quote in my answer, the urbanization, rapid growth of population, rapid expansion of urbanization, leading to more land degradation, desertification, which is phenomena for the climate change. Am I clear? Right? So third, though India and China, they are most populous countries, population countries, and also leading producer or contributor to climate change, and per capita is seen, where In the developed countries, the per capita is seen more. So this is a statement which I will say they are linked together. Then what are the impacts? Then I'll come to the impacts. Then I'll write the impacts. Impacts of climate change on population. On population. See what I can quote here, what I can write in this example is simply, see, first I can write here, according to IPCC, according to IPCC report, the climate change will lead to migration, human migrations, environmental impact, human migrations. Like you can quote many examples for this, like from the Africa, Southern America. See, I can just say that from the South America, people are migrating. Example, from South America, people are migrating towards North America. Because of hazardous climatic conditions, environmental migrations, these are called as environmental migrations, right? And also I can give one more example, like from Africa, from Central Africa, they are moving towards two places, one towards Europe, and the other is to Southern Africa, Southern or South Africa, Southern African countries, and also from the Central Asia. Okay, from the Central Asia, they are moving towards the Western Asia or towards the Western Europe, Central Asia towards Europe. They are moving. Clear? So this is one impact. What is another impact? See, other impact would be socio-economic impact, social and economical impacts. What are the social and economical impacts are? See, first, supply of fresh water will reduce. Number one. Second, that habitat loss, the ecosystem and this species will get impacted. So for habitat, I can say, for habitat, it might be water bodies which are being encroached, which is leading to climate change, and also which is leading to heavy floods in that particular area. See, water bodies encroached here. When the water bodies are encroached, there, the climatic phenomena, climate change takes place, desertification, imbalances in the ecosystem. So this water body encroachment, rapid urbanization, right? Then also deforestation, what they are doing, and heavy industrialization, industries, etc. What they are trying to do, see, they are trying to change the weather phenomena. So uneven rainfall pattern takes place, which can leads to both floods and also drought conditions. I can say this, drought conditions. Then the third impact would be food security issues. Agriculture productivity will come down. Agricultural productivity will come down, right? Then the working capacity, more heat, because of the excess of heat, there will be death increase in death rate due to heat waves. Heat waves, increase of heat waves day by day or year by year. Okay, then also working capacity will be reduced, then also more wars, for to access limited resources, am I right? So this is my impact, which I'll write in 150 words, right? So these are 150 words in this 150 words. Then this may trigger, then I'll write my conclusion. This may trigger negative feedback to rising population growth and ask for widespread changes in cultural practices. Widespread changes in the cultural practices. So this is about your what is examine the relationship between the climate change and population. So tomorrow we'll come up with more. Tomorrow we'll see more questions. So daily one questions and answer practice will be doing in this. So subscribe to the channel of in Telegram UPSC Shorts. In that we'll be posting after 1 week or 2 weeks. We'll be posting a daily one question of mains, and the same question will be discussed in the evening. Thank you.